What about now? There we go. Cheers, man. Have fun. So there we go. Finally, we have fixed. And now we are off and run. And, sorry, Fuller. I'm right here. So, I am not race day. I am far from it. It's Ash and Booth tonight. So for a very wet race. So far we have Kimmy, who is the fastest guy on track right now. AJ, where is he? AJ is now coming round the final 2 corners. Sorry, Fuller. Oh, and by the way, shut up, you hobbit. As AJ goes fastest on a 46.0, that's a great time. There, so there's Kimmy's in second spot right now. There's Nils in third. I'm expecting a few problems in the race. I'm expecting a few people have offs. Nils is going quicker by 4/10 on this lap. 4/10 right now will only improve time and not position. As I watch him come through the final 2 corners. There was a dropout in voice earlier, Mick, but thanks to you, there isn't any more. Whoa, and Nils has had a slide off there, so he'll need another couple of laps. Qualton fourth's not on a particularly sparkling lap. Here's Stiggy. Heading through the final 2 corners. As people start to improve their times, Stiggy doesn't improve his time. Phil Babbage is next. You don't really mean that, Fuller. I know he means it, but you know, reasons. In fact, talking of Biggie Smalls, there he is. Let's see how he's doing just for Mr. Fuller. As he now heads down to turn 3. Anyone who says to me that's turn 4, they're wrong. Now it's through turn 5. Normally easy flat, but not in this weather. As Mick now affectionately calls these corners, it's Hoden 1 and Hoden 2. And he is proper fishtail in the car. 1.6 seconds up on his current time. I get the feeling the Corvette isn't the car to have in the rain. I'm just guessing. I could very well be wrong, of course. I generally am before anyone says anything. Fuller, Mick, is now heading through the final 2 corners. What time does he set? He goes 7th fastest. That's actually quite a good time there from Smalley. Nicely done, sir. Stig sticks himself up into 4th, actually. That's a very, very good time from Stiggy. Stiggy the German. Smalley's retreated to the pit lane already. Somehow that does not surprise me. So is Proctor as well. That's interesting. Big call. Feeling like they're going to get no faster. Now then, VR in 3rd. Let's see what he's up to on this lap. He is going slightly quicker, but not by too much. As he heads down towards turns 8 and 9. Kimi goes very, very much quicker. Nils goes up to third. That's an improvement for Nils. And VR doesn't improve his time, so Nils is now up third fastest. Kimi's only a tenth down here as well on AJ. There's AJ out in front. Up, and Ben just having a moment there in the gravel, but no problem. Now then, Robot. He always seems to get into a car somewhere as he comes through the final corner. He's not improving. No worries on that one. Now then, on to the American. Co-op, he's going to be potentially starting 11th. He's a 10th down first section. As he heads down towards turn 3. Let's see, we'll see who else is on a lap. Castle's on a lap now. Look at this. Look at the drift there from Castle. He's 2/10 up on his time in the middle. I get the funny feeling as well that the Supra may not be the best car to go on. Hello, Robot. Are you having fun out there? Yeah, apparently he's yet to do the results for 2 weeks' time, Fuller. As now Castle comes across the lane, what does he do? He goes up to 6th. That's a good time. I think it's great fun. I'm not racing and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself already. Brutal, Robot, brutal. Funny though. There's going to be no improvement from others. No improvement for AJ. He's going to be pole. I think that's just about everyone over the line. There's Max. He's going to be starting 10th. There's Smalley. Phil Babbage comes across the line. So there we have it. There's our grid. Got AJ in pole. There's Mr. Kimi with Nils in third spot. Ver is fourth. Stig is a very, very impressive fifth. That's a good effort, and it's probably going to be his first time driving in the wet on GTS, I'd imagine. Sixth is Castle. There he is. Proctor will start 7th. Phil Babbage will be 8th in the middle of a Corvette sandwich. There's Max, Co-op, Robot and Ben to complete the grid. So then, what's your predictions, folks? How many incidents will we have for turn 1? I'm sure we'll find out. As now we'll wait for the 5 red lights and then we will be off. as as people get away from the line. Just VR's had a terrible start. Kimmy's had a fantastic start. Whoa! Don't know what Stig was doing there down the inside. The loser there was Nils almost. But Proctor's had a flyer of a start. He's up to second. In fact, no, he's up to first. Proctor's come up from about 5th or 6th to the lead. It's impressive. There's Kimmy in second. He's got AJ sort of having a look down the inside. A bit of contact. Nils has had after initially having a half decent start, he's ended up having a poor start because of the incident with Stig into turn 1. There's Stig there, he's up to 4th. Castle's had a quiet start, he's up to 5th. Nils in 6th. VR's had a bad start, he's down to 7th unfortunately for him. Smalley's had a solid start, he's up to 8th. Co-op's off in the gravel, but recovers. Phil Babbage is now troubling the back of Smalley. I'm just going to do this very quickly and then we'll come back. There we go. So now that's pretty much what drivers can see. Not a lot. And if you stick it from the driver's view, yeah, it's not very nice. Not very nice at all. So there's Ben. He started 10th. Sorry, he started last. He's up to 10th. He's had himself a decent start. He's got Max behind him, and then you've got Robot and Co-op in another universe probably. Now let's go to the battle for the lead. As about Nils has had a incident. He's down to 6th. Well, was down to 7th. He's now back up to 6th. So we've got 4 for the lead here. We've got Kimmy, we've got AJ, we've got Castle, and we've got Proctor. Kimmy running wide there out of turn 2. Oh no, AJ, what was that? Oh no. Oh my. That was very, very, very naughty there from AJ. Now we've got a battle for the lead between Proctor and Castle. They've made their way up. So now we've got Proctor out in the lead and he's got Castle looking down the inside. This is a very, very solid drive here from Proctor. He's doing a very, very solid job indeed here. Castle and then AJ, who could very well have a steward's report going in about him later on, especially with that was a naughty incident. It's a incident that's probably exacerbated even more in the wet as he now goes down the inside of Castle up into the 2nd spot. Nils has now worked his way back up to 4th. VR is now up to 5th. He's got Stig right behind him. And then you've got Smalley, who's now going to have the recovering Kimmy. Heading up now to turn and yeah, that could cost AJ later on down the line as Smalley slides off. He's in the gravel. He's in the gravel. Turn the Corvette into a Corvette rally car. Oh, and Ben's off as well. He's in the gravel, same place. He's gone in a much more acute angle. Oh, he's trying to get the car spun round. Phil Babbage, I suspect, had an incident as well. So now we've still got 3 for leaders. Proctor, look at that, almost running wide, but he still stays out in the lead. Well, he did stay out in the lead, but now AJ's there in front. He's now got Castle right behind him. So it's now a fight for second. Let's go on board with Castle here. Alongside Proctor. Proctor uses the outside line to his advantage and stays second. This is a very, very good drive here from Proctor. Yes. Somehow, I think we foresaw carnage coming, fella, somehow. As now it is side by side for second here between Castle and Proctor. Castle gets ahead of Proctor, but Proctor decides to have a look back. Down the inside, heading down towards turn 3. He's just not far enough inside, and Castle reclaims second spot. Nice job there from Castle. There's Proctor third. He's now going to have the attentions of the championship leader, Nils, in fourth. Sliding, sliding, sliding. And you've got VR now keeping a watch and brief over these 3. You just see the cars moving about, and Kimi again, he's not a million miles away from getting involved in this fight. Is now Nils is having a look down the inside of Proctor into 1. Can he get him? Yes, he can. Good move that from Nils. That was decisive. Now, can Proctor make the move back? Or is he now going to be under pressure from VR? Might be under pressure here from VR. Nope, he's round. VR's round. Oh no, this is agony for VR. Sliding, there goes Maximus, there goes Smalley. There's Doc Quab, he's still 10th somehow. Also now we've got a battle between Phil Babbage and Dr. Robot. Oh. Now heading down towards the real turn 3. We're just a bit too far back. Phil Babbage has had an off from the gravel, but recovers. Now AJ's got a 3-second gap over Castle. Nils is not breaking away from Proctor. Proctor is keeping very, very honest. And now Kimi is on the back of Proctor. Nils getting all sideways coming out the final turn. And now Proctor is defending from Kimi. Let's see, can Kimi make a move? And down to turn 2, he's going down the inside. And he's outbraked himself. He's went sailing there. He's went sailing that far. Past the corner, he's ended up in Germany. But he's now Gotta retune, refocus, get on the back of Proctor. As, oh, Castle's getting very squirrely out the corner there. But just about somehow, everything's just settling down just a wee bit. Stig in 6th having a very, very solid run. Max in 7th, he's running wide, but he stays on track. Smalley is now back up to 8th. He's got the attentions of VR behind him. VR still recovering from his mistake, of course. Oh, Smalley gets very, very slidey. And now we've got VR going down the inside. And he's got him. And he's got him. Nice move. What this race really needs is a Grim. It really needs Grim just drifting. Who wants to see that? Grim, if you're watching, please just get back racing so and watch you drift. So AJ's now out in front. He's got a 6-second gap on Castle. Nils is just starting to get back at him. Gap's a second between him and Castle. This could be the new fight for second place. And then you've got Proctor in 4th, who has Kimmy in 5th. Was Kimmy in 5th, and Kimmy is just playing the patient game. Of course, Kimmy's still recovering from his lap 1 incident. See you, fella. Thanks for coming. Or as you would say, love you bye, love you bye, love you bye, love you bye. As Kimmy now goes down the inside of Proctor. So now that's Kimmy up to 4th. Nils is just struggling to keep up with Castle just a little bit. As now Proctor's trying to have a look back down the inside of Kimmy into 2. Has he got him? No. Kimmy holds on to the place. Oh, he didn't get enough traction out the corner. And he lost out to Proctor. Proctor reclaims 4th. He's doing a solid job here. VR in 7th now, who's now got Max behind him for company. There's Smalley, who is still doing a half decent job here. In keeping in touch. There's Co-op in 10th. There's Robot. There's Phil Babbage. And there's Ben eventually back round and off he goes. I'm sure his number's 545, not 454. But never mind. There's AJ, 7 seconds in front now of Castle. sweet sounding motor. And now Nils is just not getting close enough to Castle. Castle's doing a good job. I suspect... Has Kimmy had an incident? He has. Kimmy's had an incident because he's back down to weight and it's given Proctor all the breathing space he needs, as now Stig has a battle on with VR. Going down into 8 and 9. Stig is doing all he can to hold off VR. And he's so just about holding them off. He has. Very, very good job from Stig to hold off VR, but now VR's going to go looking down the inside of 1. And it's still side by side. Now it's just going to be who has the drag in terms of horsepower and straight line speed. VR, has he got the place? Yes, just about. Good job there from VR. Gets a move done and keeps it, makes it stick. So now he's up into 5th place. Now we've got Stig and Max. Is now, we've got our first taker in the pit lane, Kimmy. Oh, someone's been running hard and fast. So Robot has half a tank of fuel. It's a good point actually. We've got fuel situation, so Phil Babbage is almost out of fuel. Ben has less than a half a tank of fuel left. AJ out in front, he has next to no fuel left. Same with Nils. Proctor has a bit of fuel left. Sliding there. Castle has a little bit, but not a great deal. VR's even worse on fuel. Oh, Stig's round. Oh, Stig's round. That's knocked him out of 6th. And puts Maximus up there. As Smalley now goes off in the gravel. Oh, no, he's off again. Oh, Smalley. Come on. That's it. That's it. He's Got the car straightened up, and now we have our first take. We have some takers in the pit lane. Phil Babbage came in and last lap. So actually, Nils is slightly worse for fuel than AJ and Proctor. Proctor's done some significant fuel saving here. So actually the whole of the top 7, top 8, all in the pit lane. Is Smalley going to be in the pits as well? Yes, he is. The man who's trying to make a no-stop work, I suspect, is this man. Robot, who is trying hard not to stop. Proctor has got... wow. Castle's lost out here. Proctor has moved up into second place with his incredible fuel strategy. Robot is up to 5th right now. Robot is up to 5th right now, and he is the only guy attempting a zero-stop strategy. Something to keep an eye on very much. But he is up to 5th, and track position right now is king. VR is 6th. Nils is now ahead of Proctor in at 2nd. No, Nils! He held it. Got on the curb. He miraculously held it, but he's cost him the place to Proctor. Castle now in 4th. He's a little bit off the back now of the other two. Robot and VR now having a battle for 5th. VR now works his way past. Robot is now attempting to possibly have another dive down the inside. Doesn't quite happen. Kimmy now has worked his way up the 7th spot. As Robot gets out the way, Kimmy just goes straight through there. Kimmy's now up to 6th. Next target will be VR. There's Max. He's up to 8th. Sorry. There's Co-ops. There's coming out of turn 1. He's 9th. He's got Stig not that far away. Smalley, after his monster incident before, he's in 11th. Phil Babbage is doing Tokyo drifting in 12th. And there's Ben. He's still circulating. He's still doing alright. He's thrown into the deep end here. But doing a solid job. So AJ now out in front. Is this going to be a new fastest lap? No, it's not. But he is quite comfortable now out in front. Proctor is still 2nd. And for me, so far the driver of the race has to be Proctor. He's keeping it clean. He's not made any mistakes that I'm aware of. And he's up there in 2nd place on merit. This is one heck of a drive here from Proctor. Doing a fantastic job. Now, so now we've got Nils just a little bit further back. Now let's see. Out of turn 3 and into 4. Hills is really trying to make the move on Proctor. It's almost side by side there into 5. Proctor is holding on here, and Nils has finally got past and into second place. One thing I'm not looking forward to is indeed the reverse race. This could be carnage. There's Proctor third. Castle now in fourth. Can Castle catch up to Proctor and challenge for the final podium place? There's VR in fifth. Kimmy now in sixth. There's Max, he's up to seventh. Robot in eighth is still doing a half decent job, as now we've got a battle here commencing between Stig and Co-op. Stig sliding down the inside. He's now got Co-op trying to attack him back into the final corner, and he gets him. So now heading down into turn 1. And now Stig is having a look back down the inside of Co-op here. And no, he's held on. Nice move there from Stig. Decisive, made it stick. Smalley up. Phil Babbage is... I'm not quite sure where Phil Babbage is. Let's have a look. He's on the escape road for turn 5. There he goes. He's off and running again. No dramas. So now Nils and Proctor still at play. Let's go on board with Proctor. Take up the chase on Nils. Heading down now into turn 1. I've got a funny feeling that this Corvette is geared completely differently to how I was expecting it to, but Nils is just pulling away just a little bit. Because he's always going to be on the brakes first before Proctor, and he's always going to be on the accelerator before Proctor is, so... As we have VR now closing up on Castle for a possible battle for 4th. There's Castle does a very nice job there of keeping the car straight, but that'll be something to keep an eye on for before the end of the race. There's Max in 7th. Keeping his powder dry. Hard to do that in this condition. There's Stig getting the car nice and loose. There's Co-op in 9th, and now we've got the chase being taken up by Robot. Still attempting to make this no-stop strategy work. So actually Ben and Phil Babbage are both in the pit lane. Phil Babbage is not really doing anything. Never mind. So now AJ's got a lead. Nils is just starting to pull clear now of Proctor. Proctor has driven brilliantly here to take what would be a brilliant third place. Castle now in fourth. He's got VR starting to close up to the back of him. As now VR is starting to head towards the back of Castle. Go quickly on board with VR. He is eating into that time. And now Castle's going a little bit defensive earlier on. And Castle he's sliding into turn 2 and out of turn 2 as well. And then you've got Kimmy there keeping close company in 6th. Max is 7th, just about. Stig there up to 8th. Dot Co-op there 9th. Smalley is 10th. Robot's given up on the zero stop strategy, he's in. And Ben's still doing a very, very good job here and still circulating. Yeah. So now AJ in front, 25 seconds in front of Nils. Proctor, he's still in 3rd. He's still doing an absolutely brilliant job. It's a fair point, Mick. That's something I've not thought of, actually. And I don't think there's anything in the rules to cover it as it happens. You've done the right thing there, Mick, messaging the Discord, but to me, if I were not in the commentary booth and that were the case, I don't think he should. If he retires to the pits, he should be starting last. That's just my personal opinion, and that's the way it should be, because yeah, that's actually a very, very, very valid point that you make. So actually, I completely agree with you there, Mick. For the first time ever in history, I'm sure there'll be so now Proctor, he's losing a bit of time to Nils. Castle and VR are still duking it out. for 4th and 5th. It's not just my call though, Mick, unfortunately. It's Doc's as well. And to be honest, I don't think he should be. I actually completely agree on that point. Why? Because I've agreed with your point of view, Mick. You do realise that you are going to have to get out of a chair to go and play snooker. Plus, I believe the term is going for a picnic, as our friend Mr. Juanbo would describe it as. And Kimmy's had an incident. He's actually down to 7th. He's not had a great race as Kimmy, because now we've got Max up to 6th. And now we've got VR looking round the outside of Castle. Final lap move. Has he got the move done? Heading into turn 1. I think he has, he has. Brilliant from VR, kept the pressure up and made the move. I was going to say no pictures, no proof, but I actually can't argue with you on that one, Mick. I actually totally agree. You did. As now AJ, where is he on track? He is heading up towards turns 8 and 9. He has just driven off into the distance, and he has made sure that he's kept his nose clean. He did have an incident with Kimmy first lap, so we'll wait to see if a steward's report is put in. As AJ comes across the line first. Well done. Nils is going to be next across the line. He's going to claim 2nd place here. Which will be a good job to Nils. Scoring more important points. And Proctor, for me, is going to have drive of the race here. So there's Nils across the line 2nd. Proctor's going to have drive of the race here. He's going to claim 3rd spot. Brilliant there from Proctor. Well done. As now VR's across the line 4th. Ahead of Castle. Next across the line will be Mr. Max. There he goes. Good job to Max. Kimmy's going to come across the line 7th. Stake, who's had a highly entertaining drive at points in this race, is going to come across the line in 8th. Final 2 corners. There he goes. Doc Co-op is going to be 9th. And then Smalley is going to be the last man across the line in 10th spot. Phil's still waiting in the pit lane. This is going to make this a excruciatingly long time for the So there we go, that was an entertaining first race. Oh, Phil Babbage has left. So I'm going to have a quick couple of minutes break and then I will resume comms. Right, so just wait for people to re-enter. There he goes, he's entered. Yeah, robot needs to... There we go, so we've got the next race start in a minute's time, seeing as now everybody is now entered. Phil Babbage has left the room. Otherwise I get the feeling he would have been starting last anyways. So this time round, here we go, just about to have a race start. It's going to be Ben from Pole, I believe, this time by. As we've got 11 laps this time round rather than... As we've now got lights out and away we go. As they all scrabble for any source of something called grip. As Smalley now flies ahead into turn 1. It's going to be further back. Co-op and... Oh, sorry, it was Hazy and Kimmy who got together. And... yeah, that was unfortunate. Nils is already up to 5th place. AJ is up to 6th. Now, as we've got AJ battling with Co-op and Stig. And Castle sending one down the inside. Nils is getting... Sorry, VR's getting involved now. Co-op down to 10th already. As Hazy got, I believe the term is yeeted. So now Smalley out front. From Kimmy in 2nd. Robot up in 3rd so far. This is a good start from Robot. Nils is having a very sideways moment in 4th, and he's now allowing Proctor to have a look up the inside, but not being successful. I'm surprised you're still here, Fuller. Let's be honest. As now AJ is having a look down the inside of Proctor. He gets Proctor. I thought he was going to take the back of Nils there, but he didn't. And now we've got a battle for first as well. We've got Kimmy battling Smalley now into turn 1. Kimmy sends one down the inside, and he's got him. Nice pass. So that's Kimmy now into the lead ahead of Smalley. Oh, robots round. Oh, that looked very messy. AJ's looked like he was involved, possibly AJ as well. That's held up. a few runners. Let's put Castle now up into third spot. We said there would be chaos, and there has been. Now we've got Nils back down to 8th, and he has his teammate Co-op behind him for company. This Nils now trying to stay ahead. Castle AJ's now got a queue of cars in front of him. Starting with VR, his own teammate. He's having a look down the inside of VR. VR doesn't put up too much of a fight. Just sort that out as Max is having an incident there all on his own. Ben also had an incident, but never mind. Now Kimmy's 2 seconds out in front. Smalley's up to second. And doing a good job here. Castle is up to third. Then we've got Proctor, who has a queue of cars behind him. He's got Stig, AJ, VR there. Fastest man so far in this race is actually Castle. Stig getting his car very, very slidey. Oh, he almost lost back end, held on to it. Now he's got AJ closing up, closing up, closing up. Sends one down the inside, and he's got him. Clean pass there from AJ, now up to 5th. Stig now down to 6th. VR's going to be the next one to have a look at Stig. Nils is back down in 8th and a little bit too far back to do anything about this right now. Co-op there in 9th spot. There's Max. There's Ben having a slide. He's by Felicia. So Kimmy now just trying to extend the gap here. Smalley now has Castle on his rear. Heading into turn 1. Smalley sliding his car. Look at this. But now Castle's trying to get down the inside. Can he get past? No. Smalley is doing enough here to hold on to second place. But now Castle's got the inside run. Heading into 2. Has he got him? Yes. And he's holding on as well. He's holding on as well. Good job there from Castle. Made the move stick. Smalley running wide there, coming out of 3. He now has AJ for company. Oh no, Smalley held onto it nicely, but that's allowed AJ to 3rd. Could possibly allow Proctor to 4th. Let's see the 2 Hamazaki cars side by side here. Smalley has lost out a ton of places. Started the lap 3rd. He's going to be in 7th at this rate if he's not careful. It's just 6th for now. Holds on to it from Stig. And then there's Nils behind him. So now that's VR up to 5th. Proctor up to 4th. AJ's got the 2nd. Now can he catch Kimmy? Let's see. So now we've got Proctor having a serious look here at Castle's trying to force the door open, but Castle's doing a good job here and allowing VR to maybe have a look now. Is now into turn 2. Castle's holding on here. VR's keeping company. Smalley's still hanging on in this group, still doing a very, very good job here, Smalley. There's Stig and there's Nils having a look around the outside. That's holds on to it just and carries on. And now battle for third. Oh, was that Smalley off? Smalley's off. That's unfortunate. Nils, who had an incident at the same time, somehow makes a move stick and gets up to 7th. There he goes, Stig in 6th spot. VR now having a look down the inside of Proctor, but he's not far enough alongside to make the move stick. Proctor there running out wide out the final corner. That's allowed VR up to 4th. Meanwhile, gaps at about 6 seconds. Kimmy keeps his powder dry, should have his first win of the season, which will be good to see. So there's Castle 3rd, VR in 4th, Proctor there in 5th, still stalking these two. Stig in 6th, Smalley 7th, Nils is down to 8th, so he's had another incident possibly somewhere. Max is 9th. Co-op there now in 10th. There's Robot. Ben's, he's still going. He's still going. Good job. So now Kimmy has got 6 and just under 6.5 seconds back to AJ. Let's see what the lap times are for both these cars. So now AJ's just coming around the second to last corner. Kimmy's coming around the final corner now. So 47.4 from Kimmy there. 46.5 for AJ, so that is nearly a second faster. It's a new fastest lap as Castle now has VR again for company. Proctor still there in 5th. I've got a funny feeling I know how Proctor's saving so much fuel. I think I know how he's doing it. Watch here the gears. He's not going all the way up the gearbox. He's geared that car very differently to everybody else. It's working for him, don't get me wrong. I think that's quite an ingenious move from Proctor. As Smalley is trying to do the hokey cokey and keeping it going. There's Nils sliding. He's not at his best race today, but there will still be opportunities later in the season. There's Max in 9th, there's Quap 10th, there's Robot, and there's Benny still going. So now Kimmy's got a 5-second gap to AJ, so that lap time there's only 7/10 lost. He should have enough from here, he should. Just needs to be careful. As Castle still has VR stalking him. VR is still literally stalking the back of VR is now into turn 3. Oh, they're both sliding wide. And both still going. Somehow. There's Proctor. There's Stick. Stick's having a good run here in 6th. This is a good job from Smalley. Now has Nils getting past there for 7th place. Oh, Corpse off in the gravel. Trying to liberate himself with the gravel trap, I think. There's Max, there's Robots, and now Kimmy has... was 47.5 last time, 46.86. That was 9/10. That sort of gap carries on. He's got enough. So now, then we've got Kimmy, you've got AJ there, so Proctor's up to 3rd now. Castle's down to 4th. Sorry, VR's 4th. Castle's down to 5th. So I suspect there's been some incident there between them, and that's allowed Proctor up to 3rd. He's just quietly made his way up to 3rd. Proctor, you cannot take anything away from this guy. He has driven magnificently well. 46.7. Yeah, 46.7 last lap. 47.0 last lap from Kimmy. Yep, he's got this. Just needs to make sure he doesn't have any offs, and he's absolutely fine. There's Kimmy in the lead, there's AJ second, Proctor somehow is 3rd, and now we've got VR and Castle again battling each other. These two will not leave each other alone. Nils now, he's in 6th. He's got a very comfortable 6th place as well. Smalley, there he is. He's in 7th spot. He's going to be very comfortable there as well. Stig, he's actually had a good day. Stig, you know, he's in 8th and he's done a half decent job. There's Co-op. He's up to 9th now, ahead of Max. And there's Robot, and Ben has stayed out the way of everybody, which is absolutely fair enough. So now final lap. Kimmy is on his way to victory. So yep, Kimmy's now doing enough. He's managed everything well. AJ's just simply ran out of time. Ran out of time and ran out of laps. I am talking. As now Kimmy comes across the line first, there's AJ second. Proctor's going to head across the line third. VR 4th, Nils 5th, Castle 6th. There's Smalley into 7th. There's Stay across the line in 8th. Max, and then Co-op in 10th. I am talking. Definitely working.